Hi, my name is Daniel and this is my presentation on panic. So my real life situation is the coronavirus outbreak. A couple of weeks ago I was watching the news and I saw that there were major outbreaks of the coronavirus around the world. Then, coming into school, I started noticing more and more people every day were wearing masks, which was unusual for me to see. Afterwards, when I was at the supermarket, I noticed that a lot of people were buying their groceries in bulk, which was odd. In my opinion, I thought that these people were taking things way out of proportion and they were panicking over something that wasn't that big of an issue. The coronavirus outbreak has led to people exhibiting the same behavior as with what is seen in a herd, where everyone does the same thing. It had me wondering how reason and emotion could result to us behaving with a herd mentality. It was significant to me because it has changed the way I live my life, and it has changed how my family and friends interact with each other. I wanted to know what caused this panic. Why is it being treated as such a big problem? How is everyone getting this information? And how does this affect people's decision making? That led me to my knowledge question, which is, to what extent do emotion and reasoning influence behavior in herd mentality? And then my two subsidiary knowledge questions. First one is emotion the main factor that influences behavior in herd mentality, or is it reason? And then the second one is herd mentality more applicable to natural sciences or religious knowledge systems? So my areas of knowing are natural sciences and religious knowledge systems. My ways of knowing are emotion and reason. My first knowledge claim is reason influences behavior in herd mentality. So the French Revolution is an example of when behavior has influenced herd mentality. In the 1700s, France had three estates, which were the clergy, nobility, and the commoner. The commoners were doing all the work while the other states had all the power. You can see in the image, the man bent over is the commoner, and then the noble and clergy are on top. Then a movement known as the Enlightenment, which was made up of intellectuals. They were known to use reason to discuss philosophical ideas, and they questioned the class system in France. The ideas that Enlightenment had were spreading to the public, and because of that, the French Revolution started, with the economic crisis acting as a catalyst, because there was an increase in taxes which caused people to start a revolution. Almost all of the commoners in France stormed the Bastille in 1789, and therefore they all acted in the same manner, and they all acted in the revolution against the monarchy. The commoners used the reasoning given by the Enlightenment, which was that the government should be run by the people and that everyone would be equals. This makes sense as the previous system was unbalanced and unfair to the commoners, which were the majority of the population. So The counterclaim is emotion influences behavior and herd mentality to a larger extent. So another perspective would be that there would be the possibility that the commoners did not start the revolution only because of the ideas given by the Enlightenment, but they actually did it out of emotion. During the French Revolution, there was a period known as the Terror, where there were tens of thousands of people killed by the guillotine. This period was after they had overthrown the monarchy and had achieved everything they wanted to. Therefore, emotion influenced the behavior of everyone in France because they were seeking vengeance for what was done to them. But it was not necessary because they achieved everything they wanted. Them seeking vengeance by killing people with the guillotine was not a rational decision because it didn't benefit the people in any way. In conclusion, emotion plays a larger role in influencing behavior and herd mentality. That brings me to my second claim, which is that emotion and reasoning influences behavior and herd mentality in the area of natural sciences. France's response to the coronavirus is an example of this. They have used reasoning and emotion in the area of natural science. Social distancing was encouraged by the president of France. He said that it is important that everyone stays in their homes, and there has also been a wide use of quarantines in France. Reason and emotion has led to people all acting the same due to their knowledge in the area of natural science. There has been a lot of research that is well known to the public and is funded by France. So far, they funded 50 million euros, and this helps improve their knowledge in the area of natural sciences. The counterclaim is that emotion, reasoning, and faith influences behavior and herd mentality more in the area of religious knowledge systems. So an alternative perspective would be Iran's response to the coronavirus. The people of Iran have been using emotion, reason, and faith in the area of religious knowledge systems, and that has led them into acting in a herd mentality. Iranian officials are not imposing quarantines in areas. It is not something they believe in, and they believe that faith will be the deciding factor, which is why everyone is not worried about self-isolating themselves, and they're using the area of religious knowledge systems in order to all act in the same manner. And lots of Shia shrines are still open, which attracts millions of people each year, and that's quite a big issue during the coronavirus outbreak. Emotion and reasoning would be used more in the area of natural sciences as opposed to religious knowledge systems. So the developments show that emotion and reason influences behavior and herd mentality more in the area of natural sciences, but it can also be seen in the area of religious knowledge systems. Emotion influences behavior and herd mentality a lot more than reasoning, but reasoning is still a way of knowing that influences behavior and herd mentality. It is clear that reason does play a role in affecting the behavior and herd mentality, but it is actually emotion that is the driving factor. All in all, after looking at the exploration of my knowledge question, I can say that behavior and herd mentality can be caused by a lot of ways of knowing, like emotion and reason, and they can be the result of how people take in and understand the information given to them. Another real life situation where this could be connected to is the Hong Kong protests. So everyone was acting against the Chinese government and they were risking their lives as they were doing so. Thank you.